you taught the test key. My first question is, do you have the ability to buy a kick trainer, an SKLZ solo kick trainer from Amazon, which is about 23 bucks, 24 bucks, and use it yourself? Because if you use it yourself, then he'll learn from you monkey see, monkey do technique, and you can cram months of training into days or weeks with one of these kick trainers, or just make it yourself at home. Size 1 ball, length of rope as long as his hip bone to his ankle, and then duct tape it around, and you could get just, repetitions, kicking left foot, right foot, left foot, right, just over and over and over. Nice technique, breathing. So if you can use it, then he can learn from you. But if you just give it to him and say kick it in a rhythmic fashion to the beat of music while breathing, in a relaxed way and have fun with it, it might not translate as effectively, right? Kids are geniuses when it comes to imitation and rapid learning. The next thing that you could do with him is, I'm going to assume you're athletic. Well, let's stick to the question. Yes, go bring him to private lessons if you have the funds to do so. Because if you bring him to one skills coach, and he puts him through an hour-long routine, right? He's going to say, oh, okay, we did this warm-up and we did this, this and this and this, and then he says, okay, that's nice and nice to do. And then if you bring him to a different coach, and now this coach does this and this and has this, so then in his mind he's like, oh, well, I like how this coach did this thing, but I kind of like how this coach did that thing. So now he's going to start to formulate, okay, if I only have a few minutes a day, or I only have an hour a day to practice on my own, what are some things could I do? So now he's picking from those two things. And then maybe, he starts to see some stuff online, and he's going to incorporate that. So he's learning to kind of use what he's learned into he's going to start to formulate his own routine. So whether it's small group training or team training or this training, it's like he's going to start to build his training routine for himself based on what he likes or what he's been put through. So the more that you bring him to different trainers, college coaches, or you reach out to a college coach, and the college coach says, maybe this guy could help, or this is a player who you might reach out who does personals, I think that's half the fun doing it. And don't just stick to soccer players. Some of the best players are kickboxers, gymnastics, right? They've got foundations, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Pilates, yoga, right? It can all help him. And the better a teacher can teach, then the better the student can learn. So the best teachers are arguably the best students. So it's going to help spiral him up the more you bring him to, kind of get him out of his comfort zone, right? So that's that. A combination of, yes, I agree. One way is to do personal lessons, and another way is to invest in a kick trainer for yourself so he learns from you how to use it. Another thing you could do is, you yourself want to start to could you spend 1 minute a day juggling? If you could spend a minute a day juggling and he sees this, then he's going to maybe juggle with you. You guys could start juggling together with a bouncy ball, right? His ability to balance, timing, rhythm, coordination of juggling, even with the bouncy ball, balloon, hacky sack, thigh, right? You and him drop the ball from chest height, and then you hit it with your thigh to him, and he catches it, and then he drops it and then thighs it to you, and catch thigh, just that motion, popping that leg up is going to develop his kicking abilities, shooting abilities. Another thing you could do, you buy 2 cones or a set of cones, right? They could be cheap, the tall ones, and you want to invest in a size 1 ball. And then what you're going to do is you set the cones up in your own house, in your garage, whatever, and you guys got to knock each other's cone over. Knock each other's cone over. So now you're going to have fun with him playing 1v1, shielding the ball, knocking each other's cone over. And that's just a 1v1, a classic 1v1 game that's going to help him develop his shielding. It's going to help him develop his foot skills. So that would be another thing. So those 3 things, the juggling, could you do that for 1 minute a day? Could you do a kick trainer for 1 minute a day? Could you do some some what's it 1v1 and juggling 1 minute a day to build the habit. Just make it fun, play some music and get into that nice rhythm and breathing. Juggling different size balls, bouncy balls, tennis balls, basketballs, anything will help improve his touch, his first touch. And if there's gymnastics or karate or something that you said it's cold over there, so maybe there's places around you, that can help him grow his life. That would be the best place to start. I mean, you could, if you really want to take it to the next level, search how to make an RMT rope and search David Weck, W-E-C-K, and you're going to see this pioneer of this RMT rope flow, and you're going to see how you yourself at home, if you make one of these for yourself and just start swinging around, breathing, transferring weight back and forth, left foot, right foot, breathing. I had my grandfather doing this at my stepbrother's wedding. Grandfather's friggin' 70 plus years old, and I had him swinging a friggin' 4 to 5 ounce rope, just rhythmically in a circle, breathing, working on my grandfather's one-legged balance. You could do the same thing with him, right? Nice and easy, low impact, no stress, breathing, moving, and this is going to help him develop his shooting, because if you can stand on one leg and balance while you're swinging a rope around, it's going to help when someone's trying to push you off the ball while you're shooting. It's going to help you improve your balance, so where you could transfer the energy to a kick. So those would be the ways that I get started. So reach out with any questions, and I hope this helps. All right, thank you.